Is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, welcome to the webinar. Ron here at AbleTrend. We'll take a look at the signals and the AbleTrend signals from today, the intraday trading. I always show the mini NASDAQ because it tends to be the smoothest chart to trade, and trading is hard enough. So let's make it easy and not trade choppy markets. Generally, it's a much smoother chart than any other market. So that's why for all these years, I've always showed these in every one of the webinars. But you can trade anything you like with AbleTrend. It means nothing to the software. It's just as accurate no matter what you trade. Everybody has their own likes and dislikes and risk tolerance. Some people don't mind keeping stops further away. Some they're a little more nervous. They keep them a little too tight. But it doesn't matter. It just depends on whatever you like best. So let's jump in and take a look here. And I've got a Dow chart up right here because it's always good to see what's going on in the market, Dow Jones. And we had a really nice buy signal. This entire trade right here is in profit at the moment. Buy signal comes in right there. Blue bar, blue dot. You already had the weekly signal went on it a month ago. You had nothing but weekly blue crosses here. So that means, let me make that a little nicer looking. That's pretty bad looking. We had the blue crosses all along, so that's been on a buy signal for a month. But once the daily agreed, meaning blue bar, blue small dot, and a blue cross, that's when we're going to get in. So we'd be in at 245. This is DIA. It's the Dow Jones. I like to trade and look at indices, ETFs. It's just my favorite versus individual stocks. But individual stocks work great. It's just, we got some huge winning trades over the last couple of months. And I mean big money. But it just depends on whatever you like. The software doesn't care. So everybody has different likes and dislikes. So we'd be in over here at 245, and we're still in it now at 254. This is for more of a daily, weekly chart. A little bit of a longer term chart. If you like something more like a swing trade, let's use 130 minutes and daily. That's just for U.S. stocks. 130 minutes and dailies, not for futures. It's just for U.S. stocks. And as you can see here, the buy signal came in right there. Whoops. Do that again. I've been playing around with some things. There we go. Triple confirmation. Blue bar. The bar is blue. What you want to look for first are the crosses. Okay, the daily says it's on a buy signal. It's going higher. It's blue. Blue means up, red is down. Green just means sideways, stay in the trade. So the daily's on a buy signal. The daily's on a buy signal. The 130 minute, you get 3 bars per day. Why did I pick 130? It's 390 minutes in a trading day. 130 goes in a perfect 3 times. So get 3 bars per day. It's for more of a swing trade. Got nice support below, the blue dots. The blue dots means you're in an uptrend. Stay in the trade, you're safe. Got a nice wall of protection under the price. We like to put the stop just a little bit under those blue dots. And as the dots go higher, we put it at the second lower level of dots below the price. So right now, where would the stop be? Right there. There's the first level, the 2 blue dots. There's the next step lower. That's where we put the stop loss. So we got to stop at 252 using AbleTrend's indicator and simple rules here, or you'd be in at 246. So looking good here. And we'll stay in it as long as we stay above the blue dots. That's the key, above the blue dots. And right now, there's our profit. We got in over here about 2 weeks ago, and we're looking good. Pull back today. As long as we're above the blue dots, we're safe. That's our safe zone. And instead of even putting your stop, some traders like even put it on the, really give it room to breathe because we're in such a strong uptrend. So, you can give it even more room on the buy signals. That goes for intraday trading too. Give it a little more room. You can always put it on the other side, below the blue dots. That's a better place. There's more risk, but being that it's such a strong uptrend, that's where you want to put it. Same thing with the down. What now on the short trades? then we're going to put it in our normal spot, 2 levels above the red dots. All I'm saying is just, such a strong uptrend, stay with it. And now we'll take a look at the intraday. Just another really profitable day today. Absolutely fantastic day today. And it's just been an unbelievable week, one of the best of the year. Really that good. But you got to be very disciplined, and you have to have no emotion. That's the hard part. I know the feeling for sure. But if you just follow the AbleTrend simple rules, use no emotion, wow, you had a killer week. And I mean, really, really good. Thousands. Just trading one contract. So today was a huge winning day. And let's take a look at it. So I'm now going to recommend the 15-minute chart. I like to look at this 15-minute for the mini NASDAQ. I'm not even looking at this, and I'm going to get into the sweet spots in a minute. Sweet spots, I'll get into that in a minute. I'm just looking for an overall kind of bigger picture. And sometimes I play around with it. Like I'll look at a 10-minute, a 15-minute when the day begins, a 30-minute. The 15's been really smooth. How do I know? Like, what do I consider smooth? Prices hit the dots and stop. Look at that beautiful downtrend, beautiful uptrend. We're not trading off of this. Just want to know where the bigger picture is. Prices hit blue dots, they stop. I mean, look at yesterday, smooth down. I'm not looking for where to get in or out. I'm just looking for where is the bigger trend. Look over here, overnight. Look how it hit those dots and stopped. That's what I call smooth. When it goes right to the dots and stops, it's like beautiful. That's beautiful information. And that's exclusive to AbleTrend. So this 15-minute, and I could change tomorrow, maybe use a 10, a 20, a 30, whatever is smooth, where the prices hit the dots and stop. Smooth down, smooth up. So I like this. I mean, I'm finding this even more helpful. And today was a killer day. Now, when there's news in the morning, like the unemployment report today, you can trade at 8:30 Eastern because you're going to get a lot of volume. I'm just saying it's optional. If you want to trade a little before the market opens, it's perfectly fine to do that. I always look at the 3-9 also, just to see the bigger picture. And the 3-9 from like a little after 9 o'clock, all Eastern till 1:30 in the afternoon was on a buy signal. What does that tell me? It tells me that the buy signals are going to be really strong. You're going to get bigger, longer, stronger trends on the buy signals because the 3-9 is in just a very clear and obvious buy signal. Anybody trading 3-9, and many people do, picked up be in at 9,400 and out at 95.40, 140 points. That's $2,800 in 4 hours per one contract traded. You trade 5 or 10, just times that by 5 or 10. So the 3-9 gives me a beautiful overview. It's always great. That's why I keep it up here, because I'm always watching the 3-9. Look how accurate the prices hit the dots and stopped. And we put those dots in there like an hour before that even happened. We started that row of dots. So that tells me there's very clear-cut, obvious support below the price. Let's stay long. And that's all it's telling us. The long signals are going to be super strong. Let's ride out these big trends because they're like money. They've been money for this entire year, especially the past 3 months when all this great volatilities come into the market. Okay, so now now that we know that, obvious strong uptrend, let's take a look here. This is the 9:30 open and perfectly fine. Like if you got in here, I mean, you hit a home run. It's just an absolute beautiful thing. And you can get in on any one of these blue bars because it didn't go up yet. You're at the same price. And you still had triple confirmation on all of these bars. I mean, it's just a little trade savvy, a little, trading sense really is all we're looking for. And I only say that pre-market because we'll be getting some really good moves on the, when there's a day where there's, the 8:30 Eastern news, like the unemployment report, that's basically the big news if there's a Fed report, whatever. So otherwise, we're going to get in here at the open, perfectly fine. And if you miss that, again, perfectly fine. You had a perfect sweet spot. The price hits the blue dot and it goes back to blue. On sweet spots, if you get a blue, the sweet spots have been just absolutely money, huge profits the past couple months. So let's just get in on a blue bar sweet spot. First one, repeat, first one, not the second, third, fourth, or fifth, just the first one. They have been just killer. So let's get in on the first sweet spot. And I want to see the blue bar. I just want to see the bar close above the bar before it. I should say go above the bar before it. In other words, I want to make a higher high. So once the price hits because a lot of people have TD Ameritrade data feed. Infinity is my favorite to use, but as well as eSignal. But a lot of people don't have tick charts. So I'm keeping this a little simpler, and I think this is working really well. I've been researching this for a couple of months now. All you need is a blue bar, and you just want to see that blue bar, the high of that bar is just higher than the bar before it. You're just simply going up. So we would get it if you missed the beginning of that trade, you just weren't watching it then, you had another chance right there at the sweet spot. So we're in at about 94.20, and then we would, of course, exit right there at 94.30. But that's okay. We picked up 10 points. That's $200 per one contract traded. This is an obvious no trade zone. And as we're looking at the 3.9, we know the 3.9 is in a huge uptrend. So we know we're going to really concentrate and stay in longer on those buy signals. In other words, a lot of people get scared out early. They're making a little bit of money and they jump out too soon. Why? If the 1 minute is long and the 3 minute is long and the 3.9 is long, you've got so much odds in your favor. You know what? You've got a big tailwind at your back. Let's ride out and try and pick up that big winner. Okay, so we're going to go long there, stop out there. Second lower row of blue dots below the price. There's a sweet spot right there. You've got one here because it's a blue bar touching the blue dot after a pullback back down to support, but that bar isn't higher than the bar before it. There's the bar you want to get in. It's a blue bar. It's higher than the bar before it. It's touching the blue dot. You've got triple confirmation. The 1 minute says it's going higher. The 3 minute says it's going higher. The 9 minute says it's going higher. It's just a pile of odds stacked in our favor. It just doesn't get any lower risk, higher profit potential trade than that. That's just a fantastic risk reward ratio. It just doesn't get any better than that. I'll put this up against any indicator in any program in the world. So we're going to get long right here. At the close of that bar is 94.64, and we're just going to ride it out. We've got blue dots below. Stay in the trade. You're safe. Notice how many times it hit support and it couldn't break lower. 3 minute, 9 minute, 1 minute, everything is screaming at us to stay in it. And then we're out over there. But we're out at 90, and we got long at 65. That's 35 points profit. It was 10 trades today exactly. 7 winners, 3 losers. Now, after the first 2 trades, that's a heck of a nice start to today. We made 10 points on the other one, 35 points on it. Very clear, too. There's no guesswork. There's no thinking. There's no like your signals are different than mine. Well, it's subjective. No. There's nothing subjective with AbleTrend. It's very clear. Tick chart. No, Cheryl, actually, we changed it to the 200, 400, but now I've even taken the check chart out. We just want to see, as I've just been explaining the past 10 minutes, the blue bar is higher than the bar before it. That's it. Blue bar, higher than before it, right at support. Making it really, really easy. You're right, 25 points, Sid, I'm sorry. So it's 25 points on this trade, 10 on the one before it. First 2 trades of the day, again, very clear-cut AbleTrend signals. Nothing subjective, just jumping off the chart. I mean, just screaming at us if it could talk. First two trades, hey, we're nice. That's 700 per contract. 35 points profit. Okay, obvious no trade zone. Another buy signal there. I think we lost on this one. Yes, stop out. Now, another thing, if the prices, again, you got the 3-minute, you got the 9-minute, you got the 1-minute, you just, the market's in the strongest uptrend in 87 years, the past two months. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, don't exit and you're watching it anyhow, don't exit the trade until the price closes under the blue dot. In that case, you'd still be in the trade. Only because everything is in such a strong uptrend. Okay, but if you did get stopped out, perfectly fine. Stop out right there. We're going to lose 15 on that trade. Right back in right there. There's your sweet spot. The price hits support, back up. Oh yeah, the 2 green bar exit, Cheryl, absolutely we're using that. That has just been absolute money lately. I mean, just fantastic. It's just been a huge, most profitable, one of the most profitable weeks of the year. And we've had some unbelievable profitable weeks this year. It's really as good as I've ever seen it in the 16 years I'm in front of AbleTrend every minute of the day. This has been an unbelievable year. And we've had losing days too. I want to say that. Losing trades and losing days are guarantees. Guarantee. Not going to win every trade. There's going to be losing trades and there's going to be losing days. We haven't had many, but there are going to be some. So we're back long again here at 83. And just keep those stops under support. Keep those stops below support. You've got so many time frames. You've got the 15-minute up here. You've got the 3-9 long. You've got the 1-3 long. Can you get any lower risk than that? I just don't think you can. So let's just keep our stops a little further away. Let's pick up these huge trends. Yep, Sid says even some occasional losing weeks we have had. I believe we've had 7 out of 50 last year. I don't know if we've even had very few this year. We've had a couple, but very few. And I don't know how many weeks already in the year. I guess we're almost about halfway through. So I don't know, something like 15 out of 20 weeks, and it's just been insanely good. Okay, now we're out over here at 95.12. We got long here at 85. That's another 25, 27. Let's just call it 25 more points. I mean, we lost 15 on the trade before that, so that's plus 10, and we were up 35. Now we're up 45 points today. Even if you got a piece of that, I mean, if you got 30 or 35, there's no reason you shouldn't have, because trading is never easy, but this was a really clear-cut, obvious day to trade. It just doesn't get easier than using AbleTrend's simple rules. Don't make it harder than it is. Keep it simple. The hard part is the emotions. And I repeat, I know that feeling. That's the hard part. But if you can just be like a robot and take the signals as I have been explaining week after week, year after year, just do it. It works. You have to just do it. Just use the 1-minute, 3-minute, just like I'm using. Just do everything the same way we do it every single week, the same way for years. Nothing has changed. We've only made it better. And I'm going through every trade here today so far. So it should be obvious, especially if you're an AbleTrend user. However, no worries. We get, hundreds of new people coming every month. So that's why I'm keeping it very simple. Very, very simple. And I'm going over all the trades and all the rules as we speak, as I have been for the past 19 minutes. So now a plus, 45 points, that's $900 per one contract. We're only 3 hours into the market. And today wasn't even the best day of the week. So we're going, moving forward, moving forward. Another trade right there. And that was another beauty. Triple confirmation, quadruple confirmation. The day's been very smoothly up. Just go with it. I mean, don't overthink it. Just take the signals. Trade the signals. And this was a killer, another killer trade. Out over here at 52, long at 30. It's another 20 something points. It just take the trades. Don't think, take the trades, especially the buy signals. I've been just kind of screaming the past few months. It's the biggest uptrend in history. Take all the buy signals. Take every single one of them. I don't care if the bar is 50 points long, and I'm exaggerating when I say this. Just want to get my points across. Take all the trades on the buy side. Okay, look at the short here. This was a tough one to pick up, but but it's a losing trade, and I'm using the dots as stops. Normally we go 2 points above the high of the red bar. I'm even making this even worse than it was. Okay, we're plus what did I say, like 60 something points now going into this. That's 1200. I mean, today was a clear cut, simple day to trade, and it's never easy, but the AbleTrend signals just jumped off the page. They just were so clear and obvious when every time frame was in agreement. 1 minute, 3 minute, 9 minute, 15 minute. It's just mind-boggling how perfect today was. It was like textbook day to trade. If you use the AbleTrend rules and just that I've been going over for all these years, boy, you had just a killer day today. I just wish every day could be like this because it was so clear and obvious. There was no thinking. There was no, there was just super obvious using the AbleTrend rules. Now, losing trade here because we're stopped out there. And that's 15 points. Okay, where do we get back in? Well, the rules are always the same. Doesn't change today. Same as last week or last month or last year. We get back in on a sweet spot or a reversal signal. So if we're looking at this live, we stopped out. Where do we get back in? Oh, no sweet spot. Looking for the sweet spot. Looking for the sweet, or a reversal if everything goes to blue. Looking for the sweet. We got a possible sweet spot. Here's the pullback that I'm hoping for. Hit the red dot. Now I'm looking for a red bar, and I want it lower than the bar before it. Here we go. Bingo. There it is. That's as clear and obvious and easy as it. And again, I shouldn't use the word easy because nothing's easy, but you know what I mean. Right there, we're going to go at the open of the next bar. In other words, the open of the next bar right there, we're going to hit the sell short button right at 95.30. Stops, just put them above those blue red dots. Okay, now I'm looking for, not even thinking about 2 green bar here. Got to be at least 10 points profit. Okay, if I can get to 10 points profit, here we go. There's our 2 greens. We're short at 30. Here, we're at 15. Great. Okay, I got 2 points above the high of the top of the bar. We're going to make about 14 points or so on that trade. Stop up right there. Okay, so now we're up 75 points for the day. Where do I get back in? Same rules. Sweet spot or a reversal. Okay, don't get back in. Nothing to do. Oh, maybe I'm going to go long. We'll see. Nope. Looking for the cross. Remember, crosses come first. Got to have the cross, so we're not thinking it. We don't care. Not interested. There it is. Going to go long. Turns around. Out. Stop out. We lose 15 on that one. Okay. Still plus a boatload for the day. And I mean a boatload. Stop. We only take the first sweet spot. Remember, unless we get stopped out, then we go back in again. Yeah. There's the sweet spot. We took that sweet spot. Because we got stopped out, we re-enter on the sweet on the sweet spot. Sweet spots are the first time only. Okay. Now you say, when do I get short here? Well, the signal picked it up perfect, triple confirmation short, but there's no way you could have got in this one. And there's your long bar. I mean, that bar is like 25 points. You know, that's a really long bar there. Even though the signal was correct, it nailed it. I'm not going to count it. Again, even though the signal was correct, there's where you want to get short. And that was a home run there. And then another pile of points there, like 40 more. So, you know, it was a great day today. I mean, just a very, what I liked about it is there was no thinking. It was really clear and obvious, you know, using AbleTrend. And you have to just be a robot, because if you think just the way I think, I get killed when I think. When I try and overthink things or outthink it, it never works. I guarantee you. It just never works. The software, I can't compare. My thoughts or emotions don't even come close to comparing to these algorithms and these time frames. It doesn't come close. I'd get blown away if I didn't have AbleTrend and just went on other indicators or what I thought or, you know, what should happen. I mean, I would get butchered. All right. Surley's asking a question here. I'm trying to figure out what he's saying. Edmund, for scalping. Here's how you scalp, because a lot of people have been asking that. If you just get in when the price goes short, just put a limit order right at the red dot. I don't care what color the bar is. I don't care about anything. You just scalp. You're just looking for a couple of points. You're going to load up on contracts and just look for a couple of points. That's how you scalp. And you hit a home run again today. Short here at this dot, winner. Short here at that dot, big winner. Just put your order, or if you're watching it, just go short when you get right back to those dots. Short there, winner. I can't tell you how many long trades there were. That's how you scalp. In other words, you're in and out in a minute or two, you know, real quick. In, out, boom. Just looking right there. It's the dot, shoots up like 20 points after that. But if you're just looking for a couple of points, you just kill them. Now, if you're trading multiple contracts, I always say take one off after 5 points. 3 out of every 4 trades, when you have triple confirmation, you'll make 5 points. It might not be a winning trade, but 3 out of 4 times you get the 5 points. So if you trade multiple contracts, even if it's minis, micros, set a bracket order so that you take 5 points. As soon as it's 5 points, immediately one comes off. Takes the pressure off the trade. You make better decisions going forward, and now you have your commissions covered. Michael Z, you're putting your stops too close. You're overthinking it, my friend. You just gotta go with it, especially the buy signals, and double especially when the 3-minute and the 9-minute and the 15-minute is all on a long position. Go with it. The market's in a massively powerful uptrend. Now that might change, you know, who knows? But all we can go by is what's been happening, and it's been killer. So today was a textbook, perfect AbleTrend trading type of day. After the 1-month trial, for anybody new here or still on a trial, you have a choice to either buy it for a 1-year license, a 1-year lease, or permanent. All the pricing is on the website where it says pricing, either 1 year or permanent. After the before the 1-month trial ends, we always give a little discount for that too. So that's the way we do it. It's as good as it gets. Why did you not take the sweet spot at 1357? Let me go back to 1357. 13, because the bar was green. That's why we didn't take that. I mean, you can if you like. There's a little more risk in a green bar sweet spot, and perfectly fine if you want to. I have thousands of people, thousands of clients. I keep it very conservative. I'd rather get in a little late, but be a stronger signal if the bar is red. That's a stronger downtrend. Green means neutral. Red means downtrend, and blue means up. Today there was a NASDAQ short trade, AbleTrend short with a buy stop, which was at whopping 45 points away from the Edmund. Are there any to use in order to not give up so many points profit? Yeah, that's the 2 green bar exit, Edmund. So can you tell me on the chart what you mean or where that was? Because I didn't see that on my chart at all today. 40 was a 45 points from the low of the trade. I'm not clear on what you mean. Giving up the having less give back, which I believe is what you mean. I talk about that in every webinar, and that's the 2 green bar exit. When you get 2 green bars in a row and you're winning, like you said, 40 points, but anything over 10 points, you put your stop 2 points above, like I did right here. I went through this very in detail. Right there, we were winning like 30 or 40 points on this trade, and we put the stop 2 points above the high of the double green bar, and 3 minutes later, we were stopped out right there. That's how you prevent giving back the 30 or 40 points that you just talked about. It's the 2 green bar stop loss. Um, 317 would be, wait a minute, 317 is 15. Yeah, this one here, Michael, absolutely. Yeah, no, yeah, I totally agree. That was too long a bar. That's what I mentioned. That's a 25-point bar, so totally agree. There's where you want to get in because, again, the 3-minute, 9-minute was short. The 15-minute was short. Everything was screaming at us that we're going lower. Look at the 3-9 right there, short. At that time, look at the 15, short. Look at the 1-minute, 3-minute, short. But that was too long of a bar to get in. Totally agree. There's a pullback. Now, it's not a true sweet spot because it was like a point or 2 away from the red dot. But, I mean, everything else was telling you it was going short. Logic tells you. I mean, when the 1-minute, the 3-minute, the 9-minute, the 15-minute, when everything is short, that's a low risk trade right there, my friend. And if you didn't get it, fine. I mean, we were still like a 80 points profit going into that trade for the day. Just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Having the 2 mini cross on the chart helps us to not get in a trade. I took those off, Michael. I think maybe that might be, maybe that's confusing you. If only exit if the bar crosses the X, can I ignore the double green bar exit? No, I would use the double green bar exit because that's going to keep you in, that's going to prevent a lot of give back. Okay, I think we got to everything here. I always recommend going over the trades yourself, re-watching this webinar, which will be on over the weekend. It'll be online tomorrow. Oh, you're welcome, Deborah. Today was just as good as it gets. So just keep it simple and follow the rules like you're a robot. It works. It's not going to stop working today after all these years, I promise. There'll be losing days and losing trades. I promise you that too. But just stick with it, and anything I can do, let me know. Glad to help. Have a good night and stay safe.